Hello everyone, and welcome back to Behind the Bulletin, where we break down the biggest headlines, the wildest rumors, and dive straight into the stories turning K-Biz upside down. Today, the industry is buzzing louder than ever. Social media is in meltdown. Fan communities are spiraling. And news outlets are scrambling for answers as one explosive headline dominates every corner of the internet. K-Biz in chaos. Park Seo-joon and Park Min-young reveal a hidden truth 1 month after birth. What triggered this wave of speculation? Why is K-Biz trembling with confusion and disbelief? And what exactly is behind the hidden truth everyone is talking about? Stay tuned, because we're about to uncover everything, piece by piece. Let's dive in right now. For exactly 1 month, Park Seo-joon and Park Min-young, two of K-Biz's most influential stars, vanished from the public eye. No public schedules. No press. No social media updates. Not even a vague statement from their agencies. At first, fans assumed they were preparing for a comeback project. Perhaps filming something secretly overseas. But as the days dragged on, unease spread like smoke through every corner of the entertainment world. News outlets attempted to contact their teams. But all requests were met with the same chilling response. No comment. Then, a cryptic leak appeared on an anonymous forum. A truth will surface in 1 month that will shake the industry. Nobody knew who posted it. Nobody could verify it. But speculation exploded instantly. Was it a scandal? A betrayal? A collapsed project? A legal battle? Every new rumor fed into the madness, pushing K-Biz closer to boiling point. Week 3, the silence became unbearable. Fans organized live stream vigils. Analysts spilled theories. Tabloids published wild guesses. Still, nothing. Agencies remained locked in a blackout, as if entire management teams had disappeared along with the stars. Then, exactly 1 month later, at 9 p.m. KST, a sudden notification appeared across all major platforms simultaneously. A joint live broadcast. One title. No explanation. Park Seo-joon and Park Min-young, the truth. Within seconds, millions flooded into the stream. The screen flickered. Static buzzed. The image sharpened, and there they were. But something was wrong. Seo-joon's expression was tense. Jaw clenched with exhaustion. Min-young looked equally shaken. Her hands clasped tightly in her lap as though trying to steady herself. Both of them had the unmistakable look of people carrying a secret far heavier than anyone predicted. "Thank you for joining," Min-young began quietly. "Oh, you've been worried. We know you've been confused." Seo-joon glanced at her, then looked directly into the camera. "There's something we need to explain. Thing we've kept hidden, not because we wanted to deceive you, but because we didn't know how to handle the consequences." Interrupted instantly. "What happened? Please tell us you're okay. Is this about the project? The contract?" Seo-joon inhaled sharply. "Yes, this is about the project. And the truth is, everything collapsed." A shocked wave rippled across the chat. Min-young took over. 1 month ago, we were filming for what was supposed to be the biggest project of our careers. A high-budget international drama co-produced by 3 major studios. But something happened during production. Something no one expected. She paused, voice trembling. "We discovered a breach inside the production team." Seo-joon added, voice low, "Someone was leaking confidential footage and rewriting parts of the script without authorization. The story we agreed to film, the one we spent months preparing for, was being twisted from the inside." Min-young's eyes hardened. "Confronted the team. We demanded answers. The deeper we looked, the worse it got." The chat exploded in panic. "A mole? Sabotage? Is someone targeting them?" Seo-joon nodded. "Yes. Someone was sabotaging the entire production. And not just the project, us." He tapped a file on the table. Documents. Screenshots. Timeline charts. The leaks were edited to make it look like we were feuding on set. Like we couldn't work together. For the reason the project fell apart. Min-young added, "It almost worked. Sponsors withdrew. Investors panicked. The entire production collapsed in less than 48 hours." She swallowed hard, voice breaking. "That's why we disappeared. We were fighting behind the scenes, fighting to save our names, our reputations. Everything we built." The live chat froze for several seconds, a sign the viewer count was breaking platform limits. Seo-joon leaned forward. We're here now because we finally found the truth. Sabotage wasn't random. It wasn't an accident. He opened the folder. It was intentional. Min Young whispered, and the person behind it is someone the industry trusts. Gasps filled the comment feed. Seo-joon's eyes were sharp, cold. Going to show you everything. The screen faded to black. A single line appeared. The blackout screen lingered for several seconds, long enough for anxiety to swell like a tidal wave across millions of viewers. Then, suddenly, the stream lit up again, this time showing a dimly lit conference room. Papers were scattered across the table. A single overhead light cast sharp shadows across every corner, adding to the suffocating tension. Center sat Park Seo-joon and Park Min Young. Expressions hardened with the weight of everything they were about to reveal. Min Young broke the silence first. Was steady now, as though she had crossed a threshold of fear and wasn't turning back. What you're about to hear may change how you see the industry. It changed how we see it too. Seo-joon laid several documents flat on the table, emails, logs, timestamps, internal memos. Every sheet seemed to carry the weight of betrayal. We traced the leaks. All of them. Footage. The falsified scripts. Manipulated voice recordings. They didn't come from outsiders. He paused, letting the implication settle. They came from inside the main production team. From someone with access to everything. Detonated instantly. WHO. Is it the director? Producer? Tell us the truth. Seo-joon clenched his jaw. We won't say the name yet. Not until the investigation is complete. But what we can say is this: they were working with outside parties to sabotage the project. To destroy its funding. Make it impossible for us to continue. Min Young added sharply. Make sure the public blamed us. She reached for a USB drive lying on the desk. Seo-joon connected it to a laptop. And a video file appeared. The thumbnail alone was enough to send chills through every viewer. It showed a blurry figure in a production jacket walking through a dark editing room long after hours. Seo-joon pressed play. The footage showed the figure inserting a drive into the editing system, copying files, and typing rapidly. The camera angle shifted, clearly from another hidden camera, and showed the person deleting original footage and replacing them with heavily altered versions. In one clip, audio from Seo-joon was spliced to make him sound aggressive. In another, Min Young's scene was edited to appear unprofessional, out of context. Both clips seemed damning. But seeing the sabotage live on screen? It was horrifying. Min Young spoke over the video, voice tight. They planned to submit these clips to sponsors and media outlets as proof that we were causing trouble. The project cancelled, and they wanted us blamed. Another clip played. The saboteur met a second person in the hallway. Changing a thick envelope. The camera didn't capture their faces. But the intent was unmistakable. Chat erupted in panic. This is crazy. They framed them. This is bigger than we thought. Seo-joon closed the laptop. We discovered this 1 month ago. That's why we disappeared. We weren't hiding, we were fighting. We hired a forensic team. We worked with legal advisors. Gathered every piece of evidence we could before going public. Min Young nodded. Her eyes glistened, not with fear now, but with fierce determination. We were told to stay silent. We were told it would be safer. Truth is more important. A long pause. She said softly. We lost the project. Lost months of work. And for a time, we almost lost our names. For the first time since the chaos began. Seo-joon's voice wavered. It's terrifying how quickly the world can turn its back when it thinks you're guilty. How fast everything you've built can crumble. And his expression sharpened. But we learned something important. Truth survives. Lies don't. Min Young turned directly to the camera. Sharing this so no actor, no staff. No one in this industry ever has to go through this again. Tries to destroy you in the shadows, shine a brighter light. The chat began flooding with supportive messages. Hearts, cries of relief. And waves of solidarity. But just when viewers thought the storm was ending, Seo-joon leaned forward. Lowering his voice to a chilling hush. There's one more thing. The entire fandom froze. He continued slowly. This wasn't the action of one person. It's part of a bigger scheme. A network. Young finished his sentence. This wasn't just sabotage, it was a takeover attempt. Someone wanted control of the project. Control of the production companies. and we were in the way. Gasps flooded the screen. Seo-joon breathed deeply. The investigation is ongoing. But tonight, we revealed enough to protect ourselves. And to let the world know the truth. Young offered a small, trembling smile. Thank you for staying with us. For believing in us. Not giving up. Seo-joon added quietly. This isn't the end. But it's a beginning. The stream faded to black. One final message appeared. Truth always finds its way out. With that, the entire K-Biz industry erupted, shaken, awakened, and forever changed. The stream finally ended. Silence fell across millions of screens, but it wasn't the silence of confusion anymore. It was the silence that comes after a storm. People are still trying to understand the magnitude of what they've witnessed. The truth was out. The sabotage was exposed. First time in a month, Park Seo-joon and Park Min-young could breathe without fear of shadows moving behind them. News outlets scrambled to dissect every second of the broadcast. Industry insiders whispered about a reckoning coming to K-Biz. Fans cried in relief, furious at the betrayal yet overwhelmed with pride for the two actors who refused to bow to manipulation. And somewhere in the middle of all the noise, Seo-joon and Min-young sat quietly, finally free from the weight they had carried for far too long. Hours later, before the world fell asleep, the two stars released one final message, simple, sincere, and straight from the heart. Thank you. Thank you for waiting. Thank you for not believing the lies. Thank you for standing with us when the world felt dangerous and uncertain. Your voices kept us steady. Support kept us strong. And because of you, the truth didn't stay buried. They ended with a promise. We will return, not broken, but stronger. Not silent, but fearless. This chapter ends here. But our story continues with you. And with that, a new dawn rose over K-Biz, one shaped not by scandal or sabotage, but by resilience, unity, and a truth powerful enough to change everything.